Okay, hi. We're the co-founders of ResearchersOne, and in this short video, we want to talk about, um, a very basic question about what ResearchersOne is. So we've gotten a lot of questions um, about what ResearchersOne is and how does it fit into the mold of the existing kind of academic publishing model. Is it a preprint repository? Is it a journal? And I think really the answer to that question is that it's neither, but at the same time uh, it can serve as both, and that really depends on how the user chooses to use the platform.
Yeah, that's right. So there's really these two kind of ways that one can opt to use use the platform. So the first one being more like a traditional journal, where the user can submit the paper for review, either through the public or the private peer review options, with the intention that they're ultimately going to publish the paper on the ResearchersOne platform. So in that sense, very much like a journal. On the other hand, it can be used more like a preprint repository, where a user maybe will submit the paper there to get some kind of feedback that they can ultimately use to improve the work, but with the intention that they're going to submit the paper for publication to another more traditional kinds of journal. It's worth saying that there's a little bit more to it than just a preprint server, because users are able to both have some kind of interaction with peers through this the peer review process. So not only does it provide this kind of peer review service, but also provides users with a sort of a community that they can work in. So on top of ordinary preprint servers such as Archive or BioArchive or the SciArchive, these kind of things, we offer something more, which is both the peer review part and also kind of a sense of community.
Yeah, so I think that the key point is to say that there's, for all intents and purposes, there's nothing stopping ResearchersOne from providing all of the functions that are necessary for journal publication. And that's certainly how I intend to use it. I intend to publish my papers there. But for those who still do wish to publish in the more traditional route, the platform could still be quite useful in posting papers before publication and even before submission, trying to get some preliminary peer review feedback that might be incorporated into a submission and that might help to maybe facilitate the more traditional publication process at a specific journal. And so that's really something that's left up to the user, and that's a flexibility that we've built into the platform. So we hope that addresses some of your question. I guess one of the key things to remember is that the platform is built on principle of researcher autonomy and researcher freedom. And so as part of that, we do not wish to put any constraints on how users can use the platform. Individual users will certainly have different preferences and different ways that it would benefit them. And indeed they do, and indeed the users of the platform maintain all copyright privileges. And so it is certainly within the scope of the ResearchersOne terms that a work would be published on ResearchersOne and also published elsewhere. And so we do hope that answers your questions. But by all means, if we understand that this is a new proposal, this is a completely new publication model. And so if there's anything else that we can help to clarify, please let us know, and we'll try to do that. Thanks a lot.